saying is, whatever I'm saying is you can basically kind of, it's just firsthand knowledge. It's not going deep into anything that will, have anything to do with the court case.
Yes, ma'am.
So again, the basic details of her death were just like all over everywhere. I'm like, wow.
Okay.
Wow,
Well, right now, I am live. We are live now. I don't know if you shared the link with any of your family members, or did you let anybody know that you will be talking to me or whatnot. And if anybody else want to talk, if anybody will come on with you and talk with you, they more than welcome to. Because like I said, knowledge is power over here. And the more we know, the more we can get a better understanding of what went on with your daughter. And again, my condolences, regardless of what. I hate to see anybody pass away, especially when, because like my grandma told me before she passed, we supposed to bury y'all, not the other way around. And and it's sad that I'm hearing this going on a lot, that y'all are burying us, and how old was Tia when this happened?
Yeah.
So Tia was 21 when this happened, right?
Yeah.
She's 21. See, man, it's been a long time since I've been 21. I wish I could be 21 again, but you only live once, man. Golly. But anyway, guys, who's coming in? Welcome to the Chris Thorne Show. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whenever you're watching my content. And as always, like, comment, subscribe, and share. I know it's been a while since I've been live, so it's probably gonna be slow for y'all to come in. But if y'all remember back in January, I did the story about the young lady who you see on my screen by the name of Carey. And the meat and potatoes of she was at a Valero gas station. She got into an altercation, and there was a gun involved, and she took a bullet to the head, and the young lady has lost her life. But I am going to play y'all a news clip to give y'all a reminder, if you don't remember the story, to refresh your memory about the story. And we are live today because the mother has commented under one of my videos, and we have talked, and she agreed to come on the show to talk to me and give us what we've been missing about the case. Because from my understanding, me as well as others who may have talked about this story may have got some things wrong, and the mother is on the line with me right now. So what I'm going to do right now, guys, to refresh your memory, I'm going to play the news clip for y'all to get you hipped up to this story. This happened back in January. And this is the story of Tia Carey. And once I play this, we're going to talk to the mom. Let's have a listen.
And shoots. Tia Carey, a young mother of two, was shot dead yesterday at a Valero gas station on Minnesota Avenue. Today, Carey's mother spoke with News 4's Pat Collins about how devastating this is for their family. Pat?
Wendy, a case of murder can have more than one victim. Sometimes it impacts little people too young to realize the loss. Hear now the story of Tia Carey. The murder victim, Tia Carey, shot and killed during a dispute at a D.C. gas station. She was the mother of two girls, a 5-year-old and a 2-month-old baby. Demaris Carey is Tia's mom. She's comforting and caring for those children now. And today, she talked about her daughter's death.
Every time I look at her, I see her. She was only 21, so young. She didn't even get to see her baby grow up.
Witnesses tell the story this way. The scene, this Valero gas station on Minnesota Avenue. Tia had just picked up her daughter from school. She stopped here to get a fruit drink. Here she got into an argument with another woman, and it got physical. There were pushes and punches, and then they say that woman pulled a gun and fired off 2 shots. One of the bullets struck Tia in the head. She fell to the ground. She was taken to the hospital. She died a short time later.
Senseless violence. That's all I can sum it up to, senseless violence. I mean, you know, we encounter things every day, situations, but this was just an act of senseless violence.
Charged with second-degree murder in the case, 21-year-old Tierra Posey. Witnesses say they literally had to sit on top of her to keep her from leaving the murder scene. Jim and Wendy, back to you.
All right, Pat Collins reporting live for us. Pat, thank you.
All right, guys.
You know
Go, give me just a minute. All right, guys, so that's the news clip right there when the story first broke, and this was back in January, and I did it back in January. As a matter of fact, I did 2. I did one regular video, and then I did another one reading to y'all what the court docs was saying about it. But again, guys, the reason I'm live about it now, this is an update. I have her mom on the phone right now, and the mom's going to talk to me. She's going to talk to y'all and let y'all know what really went on with this story. So, Miss Carey, again, I thank you so much. But my first question to you is, how did you find my video? How did you find my video? And what made you respond to mine?
Actually, I was just strolling down. You know, I was just, you know, I kept on seeing, you know, YouTube person after YouTube person. I just kept strolling and strolling. And I don't know what made me look at yours, but I was just pausing. And what made me want to respond back to you was that you were quite genuine about not really knowing what was going on. You know, a lot of people grabbed the story and just went with it. You know, and I'm like, wow. You know, but I heard you know, you went on with your story, but you made it clear that you weren't certain about everything that went on. So that is one of the things that made me respond to you, you know.
Okay.
So.
Well, I'm glad that you did, but like I said, there is another one that I did as well, and I may try to pull that one up so you can hear some of the things that was being said in that one, because again, the other one that I did, I was reading the court docs, and I can't remember how I got the court docs, but it got in my hands, and I read it out loud on the live stream. Now, I'm gonna let you tell us, how did all this get started? Who was all involved? And as you talk, I will ask questions about things I remember about the story. And if you can clear it up for me. So you had the floor, ma'am. Again, thank you so much. Thank you. Go ahead. You got the floor. How do we get here? What happened?
Okay. First of all, I want to just say that was my oldest daughter who held the victim down. I mean, held the other young lady down.
Okay.
At the gas station, there was nobody there, but it was weird. My daughter was explaining to me that there was nobody there, no other cars, and this mysterious guy with his camera phone just came out of nowhere. But I want to talk about a little more about the rumor saying that the young man that was involved in the incident, that he was her baby's father, and that the incident was all over a guy.
Yes, please talk about that, because yeah, please. That's how I got it. Yeah, that's how I got the story, that it was over him. So yes, please clear that part up. Clear that part up for me.
Yeah. Okay. Well, just let me start with my daughter was in the car, accompanied by my oldest daughter, and they were on their way from school. I mean, picking up the children from school. That's why the children were there. And mind you, Tia lives maybe a block up from the Valero gasoline station where the incident happened. So she stopped there. They stopped there to get some snacks or something from the gasoline station. And as they pulled in, they saw the young guy. His name is Dijon. They saw him. Now, let me just explain him and Tia. Him and Tia's relationship. They were cool. They used to deal with each other at one time, but that it wasn't the case. Now that wasn't the case, and basically, she was doing her and he was doing him. It was nothing like anybody owed anybody anything. There was no type of relationship thing going on right here. So, of course, my daughter is young, so she sees Dijon pop over in the corner of the gasoline station. And he's sitting there.
So hold on. Let me pause right there. So she did not go out there to meet with him. This was a coincidence. They was at the same place at the same time.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. She
Okay.
just happened to drive up in there.
Okay.
To get something from the gasoline station. And Dijon, again, this is his neighborhood.
Mm-hmm.
So he's going to be parked here. He's going to be posted up there. He could be anywhere. So that's why he happened to be in that particular gas station at that time. So, of course, my daughter, she's young, she jumps out and sees him and talks, because he's standing outside of the car. That is what draws that's what draws my daughter's attention to him as they pull up in the gas station.
Mm-hmm.
So my daughter jumps out and goes to him. And I guess they were talking or whatever, and some words were exchanged or whatever. Their little situation that they were, however they dealt with whatever. And my daughter goes to the back of the car and begins to pull things out of the car out of anger or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Now, mind you, the young lady is sitting in the front.
Mm-hmm.
My daughter never said anything. My daughter never said anything to the young lady.
Okay.
That's when the young lady, I guess, she that's when she said something to my daughter.
Mm-hmm.
And then that's when, they started fighting after that. Now, they fought for a while, they fought for a minute, and Dijon.
Hold on. Let me ask you this.
Dijon and my daughter, they were breaking the fight up.
All right.
They had broken the fight up.
Let me ask you this. Let me ask you this real quick. Around in that part right there, you was talking about the back seat. Now, I remember reading something about Tia spit on a girl. Did you hear anything about that?
Yes, I did hear something about that.
Okay.
I mean,
okay.
I don't, I'm not sure if that was the case, but I heard that from their side of the story.
Gotcha. Okay. Go ahead.
So anyway, well, after they had begun to fight, they was broken up quickly, and Dijon and my daughter were holding Tia, calming Tia down. They had Tia's back towards the young lady. After the fight is broken up, the young lady goes to the door. That's where you see her on a video standing at the door. At the door of the car.
Mm-hmm.
So she's waiting there, contemplating on making her next move, while my daughter is being calmed down with her back towards this young lady. The fight was over. Time had lapsed. But this young lady decides to go into the car, which the car had a gun in it. She knew where the gun was, and she decided to grab the gun and shoot at my daughter.
Okay.
It was that.
Okay, let me ask you this, because if I'm not mistaken, I don't remember if I read this in the court docs or whatnot, but some about they was jumping the other girl. Do you remember hearing anything about Tia and somebody else was jumping her or what?
No. Now I did see where my daughter got out the car. Oldest daughter got out the car and went around to that, and I'm not sure on that either.
So you are aware that there was a video circulating around where somebody actually recorded it, but the video that I saw, the guy was a bad aim, so you really couldn't hear anything. You just heard a lot of shouting, and then also you heard a gunshot.
Yeah, see, that's the thing. See, you heard a lot of shouting, but what you saw on the footage is the young lady in that lime green shirt standing against the door.
Okay.
So therefore, whatever went on between her and my daughter had ended.
Okay.
So when she decided to pick up that gun, that was a decision she chose to make. Now, a lot of people going around saying that, okay, well, she was fighting, my daughter and her was fighting, and then all of a sudden my daughter, the young man hands her the gun and she shoots at my daughter. No, my daughter was my daughter was away from her with her back turned. And this young lady contemplating on the embarrassment of whatever went down, because she did, she was fighting in front of her young boyfriend, which was Dijon. So she stood there against the door, contemplating on her next move. And what she did decide to do was reach under the seat, and pull out a gun and fire it. Again, mind you, my daughter was broken up from her. Now, when she fired that bullet could have hit the young man or my daughter, who were standing around my daughter. My oldest daughter, who was standing around my youngest daughter. So again, my daughter did not come to the gas station to fight anybody.
Okay.
And she was not in a tussle. She was not fighting during the time she was shot. She was shot from the back. I don't understand. How are people, my daughter was shot from the back. That clearly says that she wasn't even in power. I just don't understand the logic of people.
Take
if
your
you're
time.
getting shot from the back of the head, you can't have your hands nowhere near the individual. And again, that guy, the young man, is nobody's baby father. He's just a friend of my daughter.
Oh, so
Yeah,
he was not the father of her children.
No, he was not the father of the children.
Wow.
No.
Okay.
He was just a friend of Tia, my daughter. And that's what I'm like, wow, all these rumors saying he's the baby father. The baby father got the girl killed, got his baby mother killed. All of these are lies. My gosh.
Let me ask you this.
And like I said, all I had to do was tell you the simple. All I had to do was tell you what happened.
Let me ask you this. If I remember one part of the story, they said after the shot was fired, the young man, I believe who you're speaking of now, he took the gun home, or he brought the gun to you or something. Do you remember hearing that part about it? He took the gun and ran off with it and took it home and was in distraught and was telling people what happened or something like that. Do you remember hearing that part?
Well, let me just explain that. Well, actually, after the incident, my daughter, he attempted to get into his car to leave, but my daughter stood in the way of the doors where he couldn't leave. Now, and so what he did next was jump into my daughter's push-to-start car with the kids in it and drove off. But he drove off and came to the back door of the building where I was. So in the process of me trying to gather my thoughts about what's going on, I'm coming out of the apartment, like, wow, like, what's going on? And as I'm going down the steps, I'm hearing someone from the back of the building door calling me, and so I'm like, wow, is this going to be good or what? So I went to the back door. As I'm going, I was about to ignore the call, whoever that was, saying, hey, banging on the door really, really loud, because, what's going on? I'm like, oh my gosh, this is too much going on. So make a long story short, as I crossed as I came down the steps, passing by where he could notice me, he started to scream my name. And I'm like, and then he's like, I have the kids. So I just ran to the door to get the kids. And when I got to the door, he was an emotional wreck. He was on the ground, saying, oh, I don't want to go into what's going on, but what he said. But, he was an emotional wreck, so I took the kids, Meanwhile, I'm still on the phone with my daughter who's on the site. So he brings the kids there, and he says what he has to do, and he says what he has to say, and having this mental breakdown or whatever, and then he, you know, crying and he's walking off. So that's the last I saw of him. But so when he did get in the car with the kids in the car, he did come right around to where I was and brought me the children.
Okay.
Other than that, I never seen him again. So.
Well, this is one time I hate I deleted the documents because I would like to read you some of the stuff that they had up in there, and then maybe you could explain a little bit more. But without them documents, I don't have just too many questions right now. But the questions I do have, I may have missed it. If I did, if you don't mind explaining to me again. So when she saw the young man at the gas station, what sparked her to go in the back of his car? You say she was pulling out stuff. So was they into it or what? I don't know if you explained that part or not.
What you mean by into it?
So were they arguing when she was back there pulling stuff out the back?
They may have argued. They
Okay.
may have had some words.
Okay.
I don't know what it was, because they are friends.
Okay.
They are friends. So they may have some words, and I don't know exactly what the words are that provoked her to go to the back of the car and whatever that was. But mind you, she didn't go at the girl. She went to the back of the car. People think, she went there and whether she attacked the girl, whatever. No, nothing. My daughter Tia didn't react until the young lady said whatever she said to her. Because again, Tia just went to the back of the seat and she was pulling things out. If that was the case, if she really she was really there to fight the young lady, she would have went at the girl instead of stuff in the back of the seat. That would just be common sense. And all of this, what I'm saying, is on footage.
So
go
the video that I told you that I saw where the guy had the bad aim, is there another video footage that was out there that somebody recorded, or the security cameras from the store recorded, or what? Because it seemed like
it's just only and that was another mysterious thing. That guy right there, the mysterious guy, that's the only footage out. That's the only footage out. Now it may be pieced up, but that's the only footage out. Now, of course, you have the Valero and their surveillance camera, and they have everything that I'm saying too. They saw her go to the back of the car, whatever, all of this. So I'm just not understanding why isn't it like clear to people, So.
Well, hearing you out, I know one thing you made clear was it was a coincidence they was up there at the same time, and then it was given to me that she actually came up there to fight, and that's what ended up happening. But according to you, for what you're telling me, they was up there just by coincidence, and like people say, it's a small world. Things does happen. You never know who you run into because it is a small world, and one thing just led to another, and the guy who shot the video, what disgusted me about him is you saw this and you heard the gunshot. Instead of you calling 911, you was trying to encourage these people to leave the scene. And that's what got me, I heard about it.
And another thing, when my youngest daughter, see, all of that, it's a lot of mysterious stuff, mysterious actions surrounding my daughter's death. Did you know that when my granddaughter, my oldest granddaughter was there, that's the one you hear screaming in the back. Do you know she tried to call 911 and they put her on hold? And for the police to actually get there, they were just responding to gunshots?
Oh, wow.
Yeah, pretty much.
This is
I told you when you hear the truth, you're really going to be like,
this is a little bit too much, and like I said, I hate how.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, that's why I needed to get my side of the story. I don't know. Look, I just wanted my baby story to be straight, whatever, and I'm not even, condoning anybody's actions. Things, it went down, it went down. I'm just setting the record straight of how it went down. All of the baby daddy and they were fighting over, that's not it. Give me a headache.
Speaking of the baby daddies, now when I did the promo video, the one that I sent you to your Facebook, somebody asked a question. I said I would ask you this. The question was, why does she have to take care of the kids? Where's the baby dad? So if you don't mind me asking, is he around the father of them children, or do you have the contact with him, or what?
Yeah. He was at the funeral. He's there. He's actually, he actually, yeah, he's around. Definitely. That's not even the case. That's what my people. Yeah, he's definitely around. He was at the funeral. Everybody saw him. Yeah. And something. I think that another strange thing about this is that, do you know that her biological baby's father and the guy Dijon, they were both driving the same kind of car in color and everything, okay?
Really?
Yeah, so I don't know if that, or people try to throw that in and say, well, maybe that was the baby's father, but it's just such a coincidence that, both of them had the same kind of car.
So as of right now, as we speak right now, the young lady who pulled the trigger, she's still locked up and we still waiting to trial for this, or did she already have the trial?
No, she's wow. She's still going through trial now.
Let me ask you this. In the video, we heard somebody egging on Tia to whoop that girl ass. Is that your other daughter? Because people saying that was her auntie or this, that, and the third. Who was that was encouraging Tia to fight the girl?
That was my oldest daughter. Now, I want to say that, of course, like, my oldest daughter sat there because they didn't, she was just relaxing and chilling, just watching the scene. Because they didn't come there to fight. She, when my daughter got out of the car, she just was like, okay, well, that's her and Dijon talking. And I guess when they started fighting, and, my oldest daughter, of course, her sister's going to jump out the car and see what the issue is. And as she's on her way around to her, she sees that the girl is much larger than Tia. So, she may, I hear, like they're in the mix probably, but then, they eventually break it up so quickly. Offhand, I want to say she did come around and, you hear that. You do hear that. And I'm just clearing that up. But that was fun. She saw her little sister fighting a much larger girl.
So let me ask you this.
Let me ask you this. They ended up breaking it up.
Okay. Let me ask you this. The young man, they came and they was in distraught to get your attention to tell you about this. If I remember, I originally thought he was one of the ones that held the girl down so she wouldn't get away. So who's the people that held her down so she wouldn't get away? Who held her down?
Like I was saying, it was my daughter. It was nobody there. You're not hearing. Nobody was there at the gasoline station but my daughter, her car, and Dijon's car. Now, like I was saying, that when Dijon couldn't get away, in his car, that's when he jumped in, my daughter's pushed his our car. And, hold on. Oh, baby. Hey. Uh-oh. Baby Tia. Yeah, so,
Take your time.
So, she tried to get into the driver's seat after Dijon had pulled off. And my daughter, I'm hearing her, she has her earpods. That's when she's sitting on the girl was like, you're not going anywhere. You just got my sister. You're not going anywhere. You just got my sister. So and then the young lady, she told me the young lady was like she was frozen and like she was in shock. And she uttered the words, I'm not going anywhere. I didn't mean it. Like she was in a state of shock.
I think I remember reading it in the
So,
court docs where she said she didn't mean to do it. But here's the thing,
yeah,
though.
so,
Stuff like
yeah,
that.
so,
When you do that, you got children around. You know, I mean, I don't understand with these youngins nowadays. But it used to be a point of time back in the day. That's the key word. Back in the day is you live to fight another day. You get your butt whooped. Hey, you go
exactly.
train. And you live or fight another day, but that's not the era that we're living in now. You know, you fight somebody, you whoop their butt, they want to shoot you now, and I don't get that. And they do it around kids.
Yeah.
They do it around kids, and that's what disturbs me the most about this story. You know, these youngins, they don't care
Yeah.
what they doing, and they don't understand that bullet has no name. I mean, that bullet could hit one of the children as well.
And
And
she lost her. And she's going, she has a younger daughter too. So what about your daughter, your younger daughter, your daughter, yourself, so.
yeah, this is crazy.
Yeah, and so basically it's just, her split second, decision to, well, not gonna say split second decision, but her decision to retaliate the way she did. Because she clearly was standing there. You guys can look at the footage. She has an online green sweater, if I'm not mistaken. She's standing there at the car. And then she pulls out the gun and shoots.
So,
It's like,
if I heard you right, you said the girl said something to Tia, and I remember somebody came in my comment section said something about if I'm not mistaken, they already had some exchange of words over social media. Don't quote me on that, but I remember somebody coming in the comment section saying something about that. But however, though, regardless of what the case is, you said the girl said something to Tia. So, what was she saying something to Tia about? If
most likely, you got to put yourself in their predicament now. You old school, right? Now you got another young lady coming up here to the car, and she's violating your guy's car. You know what I'm saying? You're supposed to step up and say something. She might have been, she could have
okay, yeah, that's what I was trying to get.
Was she doing or anything to tip Tia off? Tia was already in,
yeah, that what I
with Dijon.
yeah, that what I was asking. That what I was asking. Was it already some beef going on, or the fact that
I thought it was at first. Yeah, I thought it was at first, but it was nothing. It was nothing. It was just nothing. They didn't have any words or anything. Like, they didn't even bump heads or no.
Did they even know each other?
All of it was just basically random, huh?
Did they even know each other?
They probably knew of each other, yeah. Social media, but not like. Not like that to like hang around each other or know somebody who hang around each other or anything like that. No. Like,
okay.
Probably in passing or something, like on social media.
Gotcha. Are those the babies right there?
Yeah, this is the baby girl. Yeah, Amina.
Okay. So when is Tia's birthday? When is she gonna turn 22?
Oh, July the 16th.
Oh my God, she got a birthday coming up. Oh my God. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Miss Carey, I don't know what to say. Words can't fix situations like this. I wish it could. I know there's not much you can say because again, guys, I want you to understand it is an open investigation, so it's only so much that she can say right now. But hopefully when all this is said and done, you can come back and tell me more about what's going on. But I wish I still had them court docs so I could read to you what was said in the court docs. But I think you pretty much covered everything what the court docs says, though, if I'm not mistaken. I will have to go back and listen to my video again. And if I have any more questions, I have your information, and I'll ask you about it.
Definitely call.
Yeah.
I'll come back on. You want me to? That's fine.
That's right. But look, regardless of what, nobody deserves to die.
Yeah, and that's another thing. I mean, like, I understand people, with their opinions and things like that, and how you feel, but how harsh is it to say the things that people were saying after, she's lost her life? I mean, I just don't. And I understand people's opinion about things and how they feel, but like people are really saying that she's getting what she deserves. Like, I mean,
Yeah, I'd have seen people say that too. But here's my thing, Miss Carey. Now, when I heard about the park, because I remember doing the one about when I was reading the docs, when I saw the part where they said she spat on a girl, I'm like, wow, you spit on somebody? Now, I mean, that's a whole total level of disrespect. You know, you spitting on people, that's not cool at all. I mean, that's the lowest level of disrespect. But now to say that she deserved to die for that, no, but of course there would be a reason for people to get to fighting. But to say she had to die for that, I mean, I don't think she had to die for that. You know, I mean, again, like I said earlier.
Yeah, that shouldn't even come up no way, no how.
Yeah, but like I said earlier.
For somebody, and yeah,
but
regardless of what.
You know, so that what got me. That what got me. When I read that part, I said, "Oh my God, you spit on this woman? Come on now." But regardless of what, though, there's a life gone, and we can still speculate and say what she deserved, what she didn't deserve. It's not going to bring her back.
She ain't deserve shit. Point blank. Look. I'm getting a little upset.
Speak your mind. Speak your mind. Speak your mind. Speak your mind. Speak your mind.
You know.
I mean, because here's the thing, you know, I don't have any children, so I don't know what it feels like to lose a child. So I can imagine how you feel losing a child. You know, I have somebody who I took under my wing, and I call her my adopted daughter, but still not. That's not my biological child. This was your biological child, so I would never know the feeling of anybody losing a child. I can only imagine, especially in the manner that it happened with your situation and your daughter. I can imagine that. I can imagine how it tear anybody up.
That's already. You know, I already have to deal with that, and just to have to deal with people and hear people saying that's what she get and your parenting and this and this, when you don't even know the entire story, like.
With the parenting thing, I'm one of the ones that say that too. I believe everything starts at home, but I also do believe this too. You could be one of the greatest parents teaching your children, but if they fall victim to peer pressure, a lot of children can break, and it has nothing to do with you, at least in my opinion. You could be the best mother and father, and they would still go out here and break to peer pressure. Now, here's the thing, though. Go ahead.
A child is going to make mistakes.
Exactly. You know, that's what I'm saying.
That's
exactly.
the problem with parents these days. They want to prevent their children from making mistakes.
Mm-hmm.
You can't do that. You know, so you want that child to be an upstanding citizen and this is this. You can't control that child. That child has to make its own mistakes to learn its own lessons for its own growth. You know, so, you know, people are saying, you know, the parenting and this. My daughter was she was growing. You know? She was getting herself together. She had her own apartment, working a 9 to 5. You know, she was getting herself together. She was a work in progress. Mm-hmm. And for her to lose her life at the age of 21 and for people to be saying that's what she deserved. How did you even utter your mouth for that? Like,
when you say she was getting herself together, are you saying that as a sense as you know, that she was a troubled child at once, but she was straightened up, or you were saying that hey, she would make a progress, she got out your house, she got her own stuff, she was working, she was getting her stuff together.
Okay. That, you know.
Okay. So she
because there are a lot of people out here, you know, there are a lot of youngers out here age that, you know, aren't accomplishing as much as she's done or have. So that's what I'm talking about as far as growing up. I have 6 children. So, you know, she's the baby. So I'm watching my baby and okay, she's there. She's getting out the house. She's good.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so yeah, she was my baby girl, the last one. But you know, she was a baby and she was younger. So, you know, it takes her growth is gonna become later than the rest.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I'm not saying that my baby was anybody's perfect angel, but
Right.
Again.
Nobody's perfect. I get it. Nobody's perfect.
Yeah, nobody deserves to die. Nobody deserves to die because they beat up somebody. Like keeping it real. Nobody deserves to die for that.
And you know, Miss Carey, I hear stories about in y'all time because I'm an 80s baby, so you were here way before I was. And I tell this on my live stream a lot of times. They say back then in y'all days, y'all didn't have to worry about this stuff that we're going through now. Y'all actually could have fun back in the day and didn't have to worry about none of this stuff. So where did it go wrong at?
Right.
Where did it go wrong at?
Right, that's what I'm like. Right, like it's because the 80s baby, y'all 80s parents sitting around drinking, smoking, laughing, listening to y'all oldies but goodies and to mess these kids up. This generation all about drinking and fun and then not thinking about the consequences. So look, yeah, look at y'all 80s babies, y'all parents.
Well, it's a good thing that you are able to still smile and laugh. That warms my heart that you can still smile and laugh, you know, even though this tragic event happened. You know, it warms my heart to hear that. And again, I'm glad that you did find my video and you reached out to me. But like I said, here's another one that I did when I had the court docs. And I don't think I went off on that video or anything like that. I was just pretty much reading what the court doc says. And and you know,
I don't care no more. I'm not. As long as I got a chance to put my story out, that's all that matters. I'm not even going to be.
And I'm glad you did,
You know,
dude.
that's taking up too much of my energy to be going through all the YouTube channels to, you know, find out who's doing what and saying what. No.
And I'm glad you did. I feel very honored to talk to you. You know, like I said, when I do these stories, you know, anybody who's a family member or a friend or anything, if they want to come out and bring more light to the story, they're more than welcome to do it. Because like I said, you know, hey, for what I do, I can have a whole lot of information wrong. I don't mind standing corrected. I don't mind staying corrected. And when I saw that miss, you like, Mr. Chris, this her mom. I like, whoa, this can't be her mom. No, it's not. This can't be her mom. And when you show me the Facebook page, I said, yep, she look just like you. She look just like you. She look just like you.
Yeah,
But
that's my baby girl. That was my baby girl.
Miss Carey, again, my condolences. Regardless of what, my condolences to you and the family. Like I said, I just wish I could say something to fix all this, but it can't be fixed. You know, what's done been done, and I guess justice. And I guess justice will be served with the young lady who did it. You know.
That's another whole story, but I guess that's another that's another time. Because we might have.
Is there wait? So is there something? Is there something we need to know about the young lady who did it?
You said what?
Is there something we need to know about the young lady who did it?
Oh no, I mean that'll be another part. That'll be another show. You know.
Oh,
but,
okay.
Yeah,
Well, leave us in suspense then.
It
Okay.
makes it even worse, but you know.
Okay. Well, I tell you what. We'll just wait to what the court does. When is the next hearing?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I just have her to I just have the
Okay. Well, we'll keep
I
it.
just have counsel to text me the information and then I'll look at it. Like okay.
Okay. Well, I will keep.
She is not on trial. It's the young lady. So.
Right. Well, I will keep in touch with you on that, and like I said, when all this said and done, you know, you want to come back and tell the whole thing, you know, hey, I'm open ears, and I'm pretty much sure everybody's be open ears. But I thank you so much for at least coming on and clarifying that much, dear.
And you're quite welcome, and I thank you for allowing me to be on, you know, to tell my daughters, this particular side of the story. So,
no problem.
Again, thank you for allowing me on your show, and I enjoyed.
Okay, not a problem. Well, you take care of yourself. You take care of them grandbabies, cause they're like they trying to get your attention. Mm-hmm.
Yep. You know it.
Okay.
All right. Well, thank you again. Enjoy your day.
You too.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Well, guys, I apologize that not much she can't say about this because she said it's still a ongoing thing, so it's only so much that she can say. But I am very honored, and I'm glad that she reached out to at least tell us that much what went on with the story. And again, I hate I deleted them damn court docs, and I think I just deleted them like last month or so because I didn't think I need them anymore. But I wish I still had them because I would have read to her what the court docs is saying. But if I'm not mistaken, I think she pretty much covered everything. But she got some things clear that I even had wrong because the way it was given to me, Tia went up there and met with them dude and that woman and started some shit with them. But how she putting it is, it was a coincidence that them two were just up there. That was a coincidence. Okay? That's one thing I didn't know. I thought she actually went up there to meet to fight the man. We all thought that was her baby dad. But kind of found out it wasn't. You know, so and people were saying that was her ex-boyfriend, but according to the mom, they weren't even her ex-boyfriend. They were just friends. So, but the thing that still gets me about this is her sister that was with her, which people were saying that was her auntie, but kind of found out that was her sister, was sit up there encouraging her to fight. And y'all got them kids over there, you know, I mean, why would you encourage her to fight? Instead of telling her, no, Tia, let's go. You know, we got these kids with us, let's go. We can fight another day when these kids ain't around. No, I just wish she had done that, you know, but according to the mom, the fight was already said and done. Everybody got their licks in or whatever. And according to the mom, Tia had her back turned. And she shot the girl while her back was turned. You know, so, man. And again, like I said, I can only imagine how the woman is. I can only imagine what she's going through, losing a daughter, and got a birthday finna come up in July. She finna be 22, and July's next month. She finna be 22, and this girl is gone. And I done seen some of the comments with people saying she got what she deserved. And this, that, and the third. I done seen the comments that said that, you know, like I said, I can't just sit up here and just hype myself up and say she deserved to get killed. Even though she spit on that girl, you know, that's an assault. But I'm not gonna sit up here and say she deserved to be killed because of that. You know, so man, this shit is crazy. And that too, Audrey, you know, they just friends, you know, that's what I was trying to ask her, you know, that her and the girl had beef. You know, I had to see. I don't know. I don't know, man. This crazy as hell. Crazy as hell. But anyway, we heard the mom. The mom cleared up some things we may have got wrong, and only thing now is wait till when this young lady have a court hearing and see where it goes from here. You know, how much time she's gonna get. Whatever. I forgot what the girl name is. Something Posey. It's something Posey. What is that girl name? Let me see if I can find her name. I want to say her name may be Tia too. Damn, I hate I deleted them court docs. Man.
Can't seem to cool down this summer? Call your 5-star technician and beat the heat with our $69 check.
What was that girl name? This rest of 1-year-old. She's on 21. Demaris Carey. Is it Tierra Posey? Let me see something. Yeah, it is Tierra. It's Tierra Posey. So let me type her name in there. During a preliminary hearing January 21st, a D.C. Superior Court judge found substantial probability against the murder defendant. Tierra Posey, a resident of Southeast D.C., is charged with second-degree murder while armed for allegedly shooting 21-year-old Tia Carey on the 3700 block of Minnesota Avenue, Northeast on January 6th. Judge Anita Josie Josey Herron said that she believed the prosecution would more than likely be able to convict Posey, which she's 21. She was 21 at the time too. During a jury trial, according to the court documents, Carey and the witness were traveling to her house when she asked to stop at a gas station. When she and the witness, along with 4 minors, arrived at the gas station, Carey got out of her car and approached another vehicle. After approaching the driver's side of the vehicle, Carey began to yell at a man for dating another girl. She began to punch the man in the chest, then he pushed her off. Carey then walked to the back passenger seat and began to pull clothes out the car, like her mom said. She was pulling stuff out the car. When she stopped pulling the clothes out the car, she then hit the driver. Posey, who was sitting in the front passenger seat, Posey exited the vehicle and the two began to physically fight. The witness who went to the gas station with Carey, the man she initially approached, and another witness attempted to separate the women. When the witnesses who pulled the women apart went back to their respective vehicles, Posey pulled out a gun and shot Carey twice. The gun was allegedly located on the passenger side of the vehicle she was riding in. The homicide was caught on a nearby surveillance camera. Posey is scheduled for a felony status conference on February the 20th. So Mama pretty much was telling the truth, really, except for the part that, okay, Teal was arguing with the man. So I want to ask that question too. I mean, if they were just friends, what she was upset at him about? What she was upset with the friend about to make him start hitting him? And just like her mom said, and I respect her for saying that part, that's the girl man. So if another woman's in there hitting her man, she's supposed to stand up for her man. So, I like how mama keeping it real on that part. So Posey was standing up for her dude, for the understanding that I'm getting. She was standing up for her dude because T was sitting there hitting on her dude. But now here's the question, what was Tia upset at him about? But now what we just read up in there, what I just read, she was upset at him for dating another girl. But if they just friends, then why does that matter? Or did the mom, or did Tia and the man did have something more that was going on, and the mom probably didn't know nothing about it? And I wish I would have pulled this while I was on the phone with her. Because, again, sometimes when we that age, we do stuff, we don't tell our people's every damn thing. We could be in secret relationships and don't tell people nothing. So could it have been possible that Tia used to be in a relationship with this young man and the mom didn't know? The mom probably didn't know that they had something going on because y'all just friends. And according to what I just read to y'all, then why would she be upset with him dating another female? Unless, like she said, they probably had exchanged words on social media. And I guess by her seeing her friend, which is the guy, with that woman, that's probably made her upset. I don't know. I mean, it's just speculation. But that's a $1 million question right there now, According to them, if she got out the car, started shooting at the man, hitting him in his chest, what for though? Why? And then who clothes was there you putting out the back of the car? So after reading that, I'm thinking that maybe some things that the mom didn't know. And the guy know her daughter told her it was going on. And again, I understand because again, at that age, you don't want to tell everything that's going on because we don't want to hear that, I don't think that's a good idea you mess with him. I don't think that's a good idea you mess with her. Something ain't right. Something ain't right. Y'all know how we get sometimes. We get stubborn. We find somebody who we're really into and people try to tell us don't fuck with them, but we get hard. We don't want to hear that because the more they tell us not to fuck with them, the more we're going to fuck with them. Amen? And it's probably one of them situations. She probably want to tell her mom that her and dude had something going on because her mom probably would have told her, no, Tia, no, that's not a good idea. But maybe it's a good idea that y'all just stay friends. And Tia probably don't want to hear that. But again, all this assumption and speculation, I don't know. I'm just going by what I just read right there. So I'm thinking now, since I read that, I think her mom may be left in the dark with a lot of stuff too. Oh man, golly. And as I look on Facebook, I'm looking on Facebook now, on January 18th, how they got a title for my man, woman shoots and kills boyfriend, baby mom. And it reads as follows. A woman has been arrested following an altercation that led to her shooting her boyfriend and children's mother at a gas station in Washington, D.C. According to reports, Tia Carey, 21, was riding with her friends when she saw the father of her children. See, y'all see how this story is getting twisted around. The mom said it wasn't even the baby dad. And see, that's how I got it. That he was the baby dad. And that's how all this got twisted. So let me keep on reading what it says. According to reports, Tia Carey, 21, was riding with friends when she saw the father of her children at a gas station. She asked the driver to pull over so she could confront him. Once stopped, Carey got out the vehicle and exchanged words with the man as he pumped gas. Tia opposed 21. His current girlfriend was sitting in the front passenger seat of his vehicle watching the two talk, then decided to say something out the window. The two women began to exchange words. Then Carey, the children's mother, spit on Posey, the current girlfriend. Posey exited the vehicle and the two began a physical fight. The children's father reportedly tried to intervene by pulling the mother of his children away from his girlfriend at that moment. Posey grabbed a gun and fired twice, striking Carey in the head once. Carey, the children's mother, was transported to a hospital where she later pronounced deceased. Tierra Posey was later arrested and charged with second-degree murder. Carey leaves behind a 5-year-old and had just given birth to her second daughter 2 months ago. So, See, this one said it's the baby dad. But the mom said they wasn't even the baby dad. They were just friends. So, again, maybe it's a strong possibility that the mama didn't know everything that she thought that she did. There were some things that they did hide from the mom that she didn't know. I don't know, guys. I don't know, guys. I don't know. I don't know. But all in all, sad situation. It should have never happened. That's what it is. This is a sad situation that never should have happened in the first place. You know, so but we'll see whenever the court happens, and I talk to the mom again, and she want to come back, and because for what she's saying, this Tierra Poser girl, she must got some real shit going on with her. I don't know, but we'll see. Guys, thank y'all so much for coming through. You know what, Audrey, that's a good one. I didn't think about that. That's probably one too. They were friends with benefits. I didn't think about that. Good call. Good call. And again, and even with that, maybe the mom didn't know that they were friends with benefits. She probably didn't know that either. Again, like I said, for what it sounds like to me, reading these articles, you know, there's a lot of stuff that the mom didn't know. She didn't know, but I didn't think about that. Friend with benefits. I didn't think about that one. That's a good one. That's a good one. That's a good one, man. Anyway, y'all, thank y'all so much for joining, and till next time we get another update, that's all I got for you. And again, like I said, she can't say much because she said it's still an ongoing thing, so there's not much she could talk about, you know. So I guess there'll be a part 2 sometime later on down the road. All right, guys, thank y'all for listening. Thank you for coming through, and I'll catch y'all next time. Peace.